Hello there. I'm so glad we have this time to talk for a moment. Just you and me. One of the things we come to cherish most as we journey through life, isn't it, is our independence? It's the simple, beautiful freedom to live in our own homes, to tend to our gardens, to remember the stories we love to tell our grandchildren. It's the ability to make our own cup of tea just the way we like it, to lose ourselves in a good book, to feel like ourselves. This cherished independence, this beautiful tapestry of our lives, is so deeply connected to the health and vitality of our brain. And I know, I truly do, that the thought of anything threatening that, anything that could take away our memories, our clarity, or our ability to care for ourselves, is a deeply unsettling one. It's a quiet fear that can sit with us. But I want to offer you some comfort today. And I want to offer you some power. Because I believe with all my heart that knowledge, when shared gently, is not a source of fear. It is a source of peace. It allows us to take back control. In our conversation today, I'd like to walk with you, hand in hand, and gently shine a light on a few very common things that most of us do every single morning. These are little habits we perform without a second thought, rituals as familiar as the sunrise. Yet, some of them, quite innocently, might be putting our precious brain health at risk. And I promise you, I won't leave you with worry. After we understand these little habits, I'll share some simple, wonderful, and even enjoyable changes we can make. Tiny adjustments that can help us feel safer, stronger, and more vibrant, starting the very next time we greet the day. And I must ask you to please, stay with me until the very end of our chat. I have saved a final thought just for you. It's not a complicated medical instruction. It's a quiet, one-minute habit, a simple, loving gift that I believe is one of the most profound things we can do for our brain's well-being each morning. So, let us begin. I am so happy you are here. The first thing I'd like for us to explore together is something I gently call the dry engine start. Imagine your body is like a magnificent, intricate garden. Every night, while you sleep, even though you are resting, your garden is still working. It's repairing itself, growing, and preparing for the new day. And all of this work requires water. Through the simple, beautiful act of breathing, and through the warmth of our skin, we lose a surprising amount of water overnight. For most of us, it's about 1 liter, or 4 full glasses of water. We wake up in a state of natural dehydration. When this happens, the water content in our blood decreases. And this is so important to understand. Our blood, which should be like a beautiful, flowing river carrying life and oxygen to every tiny corner of our garden, starts to thicken. It becomes less like a river, and more like slow-moving honey. Now, think of your heart. Your strong, faithful heart, which has been beating for you every second of every day for your entire life. In the morning, when your blood is thick, your heart has to work so much harder to pump that heavy, sticky fluid through your body's network of pipes and tubes, your blood vessels. This extra strain, day after day, can raise our blood pressure. And for the brain, it means it's not getting the fresh, easy flow of oxygen it needs to wake up gently. It's like trying to think clearly while you're holding your breath. The science on this is quite clear, and I feel it's important to share. Researchers have discovered that being even mildly dehydrated can cause our arteries to temporarily stiffen, making them less flexible. A study published in a respected European neurology journal made a powerful connection between morning dehydration and the risk of stroke, particularly in older adults. It's not a small thing, it's a foundational piece of our health. Now, what is the very first thing so many of us do upon waking? We reach for that comforting, wonderful smell of coffee or tea. I love my morning cup as much as anyone, so I say this with great understanding. But here is the gentle truth. That first cup of coffee, before you've had any water, is not helping your garden. Coffee is a diuretic. It's a lovely word that simply means it makes your body release more water. So that thick, sticky blood we talked about, the coffee can, in that moment, make it even thicker. It's like discovering your garden is dry and then using a fan on it. It just removes more of the precious water that's needed. So, what is the solution? It is perhaps the simplest, most powerful health habit you will ever embrace. It is a non-negotiable act of self-care. Before your feet even touch the floor in the morning, before the coffee maker is switched on, before you do anything else, have a full, large glass of plain water. Some people ask if it should be cold or warm. I suggest room temperature or slightly warm water. It's a little gentler on your stomach first thing in the morning than ice-cold water. Think of it as gently waking up your internal systems. This one simple act does so many beautiful things. It immediately begins to rehydrate you. It thins your blood, making it flow easily like a happy river. It takes a huge workload off your precious heart. And it sends a wave of fresh oxygen to your brain, clearing away the morning fog and helping you to think clearly and feel energized for the day ahead. It is a profound gift to your entire body. Now that we have lovingly watered our garden, let us talk about the second hidden danger. This one is a master of disguise, often hiding behind words like natural or healthy. I call it the morning sugar bomb. When we think of sugar, we often picture a bowl of candies or a slice of cake. But the sugar I'm most concerned about in the morning is much stealthier. It's the blast of concentrated sugar found in a glass of packaged fruit juice. Even the ones that say 100% juice or not from concentrate. It's in the flavored syrups we pump into our coffee. It's hiding in most breakfast cereals, even the ones made from bran or oats. It's in flavored yogurts, in many types of bread, and even in ketchup if you have that with your breakfast eggs. Here is what happens inside our bodies, and I want you to picture this gently. The linings of our thousands of miles of blood vessels are incredibly soft, smooth, and delicate. They are designed to be flexible. When a large amount of sugar hits our bloodstream all at once, it's like a shock wave. It causes a state of inflammation, a sort of low-grade irritation along that delicate lining. The American Heart Association has been very clear in its research, directly linking the consumption of sugary drinks to an increased risk of stroke and heart disease. Over time, this daily irritation can cause those soft, flexible vessels to become stiff, hard, and narrow. It's much harder for blood to travel through a stiff pipe than a flexible hose. This is what leads to high blood pressure. Now, many people, in an effort to do the right thing, have switched to diet drinks. And it makes perfect sense. No sugar, no calories. But here is where we must be very careful and listen to the science. Our bodies are incredibly wise. When you taste something sweet, your brain and your gut expect energy. They expect sugar. But the chemicals in diet sodas, the artificial sweeteners, don't provide that. This can confuse our bodies. It can disrupt the delicate balance of good bacteria in our gut, and some studies have even suggested it can make us crave more real sugar later in the day. More soberingly, a large study of older women, published by the American Stroke Association, found a troubling link. Those who drank 2 or more diet drinks per day had a significantly higher risk of stroke compared to those who rarely drank them. So while the intention is good, the outcome might not be what we hoped for. So, what is the comforting solution to avoiding the morning sugar bomb? It's about choosing real, whole foods. It's about finding sweetness in nature, not in a factory. Instead of a glass of apple juice, have a crisp, delicious apple. The fiber in the whole fruit is a magical thing. It acts like a sponge, slowing down the absorption of the sugar, so you get a gentle, steady stream of energy, not a destructive sugar rush. Instead of a sweetened, flavored yogurt, try plain Greek yogurt and add a handful of beautiful, fresh berries and perhaps a sprinkle of cinnamon. It is truly delicious and so much kinder to your body. Instead of a sugary cereal, perhaps try a simple bowl of oatmeal and let its natural, nutty flavor come through. Or have a simple egg. Eggs are wonderful brain food. And if you love a bit of fizz, as many of us do, discover the joy of sparkling water. A tall glass with a generous squeeze of fresh lemon or lime, and maybe a sprig of mint. It is elegant, refreshing, and completely safe for your body. The goal isn't to live a life without pleasure, but to find pleasure in things that love us back. Now, before we move on to our third and final point, which I believe is so incredibly important for our modern lives, I want to take a moment to thank you for being here. This conversation is so important. If you are finding it valuable, I would be so grateful if you would click the subscribe button. It doesn't cost a thing, but it tells the world that this kind of health information matters, and it ensures that you won't miss our future conversations together. Thank you for being a part of our growing family. All right, let's talk about our third and final hidden danger. This one is a bit different. It's not about what you put in your body, but about the environment you put your mind and body in the first few moments of the day. I call this the stillness to stress pipeline. Our bodies have a natural, beautiful rhythm. In the morning, to help us wake up and feel alert, our bodies produce a hormone called cortisol. It's often called the stress hormone, but in the morning, its job is helpful. It's like a gentle alarm clock for our cells. However, in our modern world, we often hijack this gentle process and turn it into something quite harsh. Here's how the pipeline works. It starts with stillness. Many of us wake up and we stay still for a very long time. Perhaps we lie in bed, scrolling through our phones. Or we get up and immediately sit in a chair to read the newspaper or watch the morning news for an hour. During this prolonged stillness, something happens in our legs. Our circulation, which relies on movement to pump blood back up to the heart, becomes sluggish. The blood can begin to pool in our lower legs. Think of a beautiful flowing stream versus a stagnant, still pond. We want our circulation to be a flowing stream. This pooling, day after day, can increase the risk of tiny blood clots forming. Then comes the second part of the pipeline, stress. After an hour of sitting still, we suddenly look at the clock and realize we have things to do. Or even worse, the first thing we do while lying in bed is check our email or read the news, which is so often filled with worrying headlines. When our mind perceives stress, whether it's a worrisome email or a troubling news report, it does what it's designed to do. It floods the body with even more cortisol and adrenaline. So now, picture this. Your body already has a naturally high level of cortisol. Your blood is still a bit thick from sleeping. Your circulation is sluggish from being still. And on top of all that, you add a huge jolt of psychological stress. This combination can cause a very sharp, very sudden spike in your blood pressure. It's like starting a cold car in the middle of winter and immediately revving the engine to its limit. It's a shock to the system. And research has shown, time and time again, that the first few hours of the morning are the highest risk period for heart attacks and strokes. This pipeline is why. But we can dismantle this pipeline. We can choose to create a peaceful, safe transition from the world of sleep to the world of wakefulness. And here is how we do it. I call it the 15-minute sanctuary. The solution begins before you even get out of bed. The moment you are awake, while you are still lying down, just do this. Gently point and flex your feet 10 times. Then, slowly roll your ankles in circles, 10 times one way, 10 times the other. This tiny, simple movement is incredibly powerful. It acts like a little pump in your calf muscles, waking up your circulation and gently pushing that blood from your legs back up into the heart, breaking up that stagnant pool. Next, while still lying down, gently draw one knee toward your chest for a slow count of 5, and then the other. You are telling your body, with kindness, that it's time to wake up. Then, sit up slowly on the edge of the bed. Don't jump up. Just sit for a moment. Let your body and your blood pressure adjust. And while you sit there, take 3 deep, intentional breaths. In slowly through your nose, feeling your belly expand, and out slowly through your mouth, releasing the night. And now for the most important part of the sanctuary. For the first 15 minutes of your day, make a promise to yourself: no phone, no television news, no emails, no problems. The world and its demands can wait for 15 minutes. This is your time. What can you do in this time? You can simply sit and enjoy the quiet. You can look out the window and watch the world wake up. You can listen to a piece of beautiful, calming music. You can think about one small thing you are grateful for. You are creating a buffer of peace for your mind and your body. You are allowing your blood pressure and your heart rate to remain calm and steady. You are transitioning into your day with grace, not with a jolt of alarm. So, there we have it. Our 3 hidden dangers, and our 3 simple, loving solutions. Let's just gently recap them. First, we begin our day by watering our garden. A large glass of plain water before anything else, to help our blood flow freely and wake up our brain. Second, we choose foods that love us back. We avoid the sudden shock of sugar, and instead enjoy the gentle, steady energy of whole, real foods. And third, we create a peaceful transition. We move our bodies gently before we stand, and we give our minds a 15-minute sanctuary of quiet before engaging with a busy world. I hope you can see that protecting our brain is not about complicated rules or deprivation. It is about a series of small, gentle, loving choices. It's about being mindful. It's about treating our bodies with the kindness and respect they so deeply deserve. You are the sole guardian of your magnificent body, and you hold all the power to care for it. And now, as I promised, I want to share one final thought with you. That 1-minute gift you can give your brain each morning. After you have had your water, and before you begin your 15 minutes of peace, I invite you to try this. Just sit comfortably on the edge of your bed, close your eyes if you feel comfortable, and for just 60 seconds, do nothing but notice. Notice the feeling of your feet on the floor. Notice the air on your skin. Notice the quiet rhythm of your own breathing. In this 1 minute, you are not judging anything. You are not fixing anything. You are not planning anything. You are simply arriving in your own body. You are creating a state of calm, present awareness. Why is this so powerful? Because it sets the tone for your brain for the entire day. Instead of starting the day in a state of reaction and stress, you are starting it in a state of calm command. You are telling your nervous system, all is well. We are safe. I truly believe that this single minute of quiet awareness can rewire our response to stress and is one of the most profound acts of self-care we can practice for our long-term brain health. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me today. It has been a privilege to be with you. Now, I would be so honored if you would join the conversation in the comments below. Please, be honest with yourself and with our kind community. Which of the 3 hidden dangers we talked about today resonates with you the most? Is it number 1, the dry engine start? Is it number 2, the morning sugar bomb? Or is it number 3, the stillness to stress pipeline? There is no right or wrong answer, and there is absolutely no judgment here. Seeing what others are challenged by helps us all feel less alone on this journey. Your story matters. Thank you again for being a vital part of the 40-plus wellness family. Please, take wonderful care of your amazing self. You deserve it.